Hello everyone, this is TV's Dave Galvan with Travel Secrets with TV's Dave Galvan. We are here to help you make travel decisions that your future self will high-five you for. Because let's be honest, a lot of travel choices feel smart at the time, and then they'll turn into regret somewhere around hour 11 of a delayed flight. Today we're flipping that. We're talking about the travel decisions you might question in the moment, but will absolutely thank yourself for later. These are the quiet wins, the ones that don't look flashy on Instagram, but make your trip smoother, calmer, and most importantly, more enjoyable. Let's get into it. Decision number one, booking the better flight, not the cheapest one. You see two options here. Flight A is cheap, 2 layovers, gets in at midnight. Flight B costs more, non-stop, arrives mid-afternoon. And your brain says, let's save some money. Future you is dragging luggage through dark airports after 20 hours of travel, thinking to yourself, oh God, why did we do this? Arriving exhausted steals the joy from your first day. A smoother flight protects your energy, and energy is currency on a trip. Decision number two, staying in a better location. The hotel deal looks amazing until you realize you're 35 minutes away from everything that you actually want to see. Now, every outing requires planning, transportation, and extra time. When you stay in the right area, travel becomes easier. You walk more, you stumble into things, you go back to your room to rest and head back out. Location isn't glamorous, but it quietly shapes your entire experience. Decision number three, not overpacking your itinerary. It feels responsible to schedule every day. You don't want to miss anything, but the best memories usually come from wandering around or sitting longer at a cafe, taking a wrong turn somewhere, changing plans because you feel like it. Leaving space feels risky to a lot of people, but space is where the trip starts to breathe. Decision number four, packing lighter than you think you need. In the moment, extra outfits feel like security. Later, you're dragging a giant suitcase upstairs. You're repacking constantly. You're paying expensive baggage fees. You're waiting at carousels. Future you wants mobility, not wardrobe options. No one remembers your fifth pair of shoes. You will remember how nice it was to move through airports like a functional adult instead of a pack mule. Decision number five, booking arrival daylight. Decision number five, booking arrival daylight. That sounds weird, doesn't it? Booking number five, booking arrival daylight. Okay, you land, you're tired, you're slightly disoriented, maybe a little jet lagged, but you booked a strict dinner reservation, a timed ticket, a tour you can't miss. Now, instead of just easing in, you're stressed. Future you is grateful when arrival day is simple. Just check in, walk around, eat something simple, sleep. A gentle start is going to set the tone for the entire trip. Decision six, buying the travel insurance. Okay, nobody wants to buy the insurance. It feels like you're paying for nothing. But then a flight gets canceled, a bag disappears, you get sick, a family emergency changes your plans. Travel insurance is the seatbelt of travel. You hope you don't need it, but when you do, you're very glad it's there. Future you loves fewer financial disasters. Decision number seven, choosing comfort on long travel days. Middle seat versus aisle. Okay, tight connection versus longer layover, budget airline versus slightly more comfortable one. In the moment, you think to yourself, I can handle it. But future you, 8 hours into a cramped flight with no legroom and nowhere to put your elbows, they're going to disagree. Travel days are not the place to prove toughness. They're the place to reduce suffering. Decision 8, building in buffer time. Smart travelers plan for the best. Experienced travelers plan for reality. Traffic's going to happen, lines happen, confusion happens. I'm the most confused person to walk the face of the earth. Believe me on that. When you build in buffer time, delays become very minor instead of full-blown stress spirals. Future you would like to make the train or the dinner or the flight without sprinting like an action movie extra. Decision number 9, spending on experiences, not just things. It's easy to blow money on souvenirs or random shopping, stuff that looks like fun in the moment. But years later, you don't talk about the shirt you bought. You talk about a cooking class you took, a boat ride, a special dinner, the private tour that brought a place to life. Future you remembers stories, not shopping bags. Decision 10, scheduling real rest time. This one feels lazy, especially for driven people, but you traveled all this way. Shouldn't you be out doing something? But exhaustion makes everything feel less magical. A slow morning, a nap, an afternoon with no plan. Rest isn't wasted time. It's what keeps the rest of the trip enjoyable. I take a nap when I'm on every cruise I've been on. I'll lay down for an hour or two. I wake up, I feel much better. I go out and have fun. It's that simple. Decision 11, asking for help when you need it. Some trips are simple, others are layered, complicated, or high stakes. Getting guidance, whether from a local, a guide, or a professional planner, can prevent expensive mistakes you don't even know you were about to make. Future you appreciates fewer logistical disasters and more, well, that went smoothly, moments. Decision 12, ending the trip gently. The last day matters more than people think. If your trip ends in chaos, rushing, packing at midnight, stressing about an early flight, that's the feeling you're going to carry home with you. But when the last day is calm, simple, and unhurried, you leave feeling complete instead of drained. Future you wants closure, not a travel hangover. So here's the pattern. The travel decisions you thank yourself for later are rarely about luxury. They're about comfort, timing, energy, and ease. They don't always look impressive, but they quietly protect your mood, your stamina, and your ability to actually enjoy where you are. And that's what makes the trip unforgettable. Not how much you squeezed in, but how good it felt while you were there. Make decisions your future self will be grateful for. And we'll see you next week.